Yeah,
You see it okay?
that was a big shocker when I opened that box up.
So there is a much larger penguin than we were expecting. There's Eric, of course, getting his penguin from Prime 1.
Much larger.
He's a big, hefty boy. I'll say that.
So what do you think, Eric, overall? I did watch your video, but if people haven't watched it.
I love it. I thought I was having maybe like new statue syndrome to where I felt like it was like one of the best pieces in my collection, but it's been a few weeks and I still constantly find myself staring at him. I mean, he's not my favorite in my collection, but he's definitely like maybe like top 3 that I have in my collection, I think.
What's your favorite part of it?
I think it's the fur. So I don't know, like I'm usually not a mixed media person, but I like the real fur on him. Maybe that's what's catching my
He turned out really nice, I think.
Yep.
Which I like that they did that too.
I really like the way that they did the base. It's one of the best effects I've seen as far as like making it look like snow and like frost. It looks like it's like really like iced over.
It looks like they've come so far. Like I have the Mr. Freeze from Prime 1/3, and I feel like the snow is not very good on it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it's just like I feel like this is really it's got that shimmer to it. It's just really nice. It looks like ice kind of.
Yeah, they did a really good job with this. Yeah, I can't really think of any complaints other than like the weight of some of the items.
Yeah,
and the shipping.
Dan, did you ever consider this one?
No, I did at first, and then I really like sideshows.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of fleshing out the quarter scale side of my collection. So
yep,
I think for now, although this looks really, really good.
And to be honest, I don't even think my pictures does the statue justice. I think it looks a lot better in person.
I really like that portrait. That portrait right there is cool.
The Fabok.
Yep.
I love that they did this. This is one that I would not use, but I love that they gave the Arkham nod and did a penguin head. I think that's awesome from the game. Again, it's not a head I would necessarily use. And then of course you got kind of that Danny DeVito looking portrait, which is awesome. What do you think of that one in person, Eric?
Again, like I wasn't planning on picking up the bonus. I have no intention of displaying the Danny DeVito or the Arkham portrait. And I was like, what the hell? I could change my mind maybe a few years later and then want to display them. So I was like, I'll just get the bonus. And then just unboxing, I was like, wowed just by how good those two portraits look, like the Arkham and the Danny DeVito, especially the Danny DeVito. It's really impressive in person.
It's awesome. This is, I think, my favorite pose. I really like him. And I didn't realize it was going to be the fabric umbrella. I figured it'd be a sculpted one for this. So it's interesting. You have to change it out a little bit.
It's very well made too. It's very strong. Like you have to like really struggle to like open it. It's like a solid umbrella. It's not like a flimsy, drink umbrella or something.
This particular look is based off the Fabok cover. Where he's got the pocket watch. But again, just congratulations on a really great piece. I think it turned out really nice, and can't wait to get mine.
Yeah, they did a great job with this one. I mean, it's simple. It's not like much going on with the colors or anything. Like even the penguins look really good in person. I don't know, some reason like photos, like even like that was my main thing. We saw like I think one collector in Asia got it first, and I really wasn't happy with the photos. I was getting worried. And even on the website, it looks okay, but they do like the enhanced lighting, all the backdrops to make it look better. So I was getting a little worried, and then when I unboxed it, I was just like, wow, this looks really so much better in person.
That's great. Well, I'm really happy you got it, and I'm happy you got it with all the issues with shipping. I'm really glad that you finally got it in.
Yeah, he's great. You'll love it.
It's awesome. Even the money looks great. A lot of great detail on it. Are all those individual pieces?
No, so like they come in like different size stacks. So like there's like a big stack, there's like smaller stacks. Everything in the bag comes in the bag.
Yeah, so you can kind of customize it a little bit.
Yeah, so these pictures, I didn't even put all the money on it. They give you like so many stacks of money, you don't even need half of it.
But it's sculpted.
Yeah. Oh, and they put these like foam like felt pads on the bottom of the money, so it doesn't like scratch up the base again.
That's
like,
smart. That's
little
nice.
attention to detail. Prime One always does that. With their stuff.
Yeah, that's a nice touch. These were just posted today. This is the other one that I have coming. This is the Batman Triumphant. Some people have not loved this one because it's got a fabric cape. But again, this is another Fabok inspired piece, which again, we've talked about how it's getting, kind of redundant now at this point. There's so many different Fabok versions. I also thought it was interesting that this one has been shipped before the Batman versus Joker. That one went up for pre-order well before this one did. But I think it looks great. Look how big this is, though. Like
I just noticed he has like the snow effect on his base too. It looks like.
yeah, it goes behind the penguin.
Yeah, I know. I never noticed the snow thing
Yeah.
on it.
But you've seen pictures of Hush and how massive Hush is. This is actually taller than Hush.
Yeah, that thing's gonna
Hush
be.
Superman.
Oh yeah, the Hush Soup. Wow, I haven't seen this
So,
photo. Yeah.
and then this is side by side with the Arkham, the Arkham Batman. So it's a really sizable piece. So anyway, it's 2 boxes. I know it's 2 boxes coming to me. So hopefully, I'll get that shipped to the United States here soon.
I think he said it took him like 40 minutes to figure out the cape, though. So if you do
really?
a live unboxing, just keep that in mind, that it might be stressful with that cape.
Wow.
He said the instructions are very vague.
I've definitely done a lot of stressful live unboxings in my day, so I'll just chalk it up to another one, I guess. But anyway, it's even got the P. I'm assuming that's the penguin logo for that.
Maybe.
Some sort. I'm not sure. This one also was posted today. This is that Pure Arts life-size penguin.
Looks weird.
I think he turned out good though. I think
it looks good. It just looks weird, like the oval head without the hat on it.
Yeah. So anyway, that has started to ship as well. You also get the little duck with it. I'm still considering this one. I like it. It's just such a weird, quirky piece, but it was expensive for what you get.
Yeah, I'm a big prop person, but I wasn't a fan of the fact that it just looks like a floating head, and they kind of like played around with their license, I think, just to get this made. But I mean, if you're a big Batman Returns fan, then it makes sense.
Yeah, and I am. I just don't know how he would fit with the rest of my collectibles. I don't know. Let's have to wait and see, I guess. But I think he was over $1,000 if I remember right.
I think 11 or 12.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was just a kind of another bitter pill to swallow with this one.
And that one's considered a mask too. I was telling you.
Yeah, you can wear it.
Yeah, like I don't know if you can wear it, but
well, I mean, you
back,
can.
The back of his head isn't like like round like a normal head. It's like shaped like a mask on the back.
Yeah. These are some better photos of that Samurai Killer Croc. I think this might have been done by Enchan's Place, great YouTube channel, so definitely check that out. And also, I wanted to mention, if you haven't seen the Penguin review, check out that on All Things Art on YouTube as well, Eric's channel.
Thank you.
So do me a favor if you would. But I think these photos make it look a little bit better than what we were seeing. I still don't like the color of the blue. Do you guys think it looks better here, or are you guys still kind of along the same opinion that I was kind of saying about the color and just too vibrant?
I personally really love this statue. I like, if I was collecting the samurai line, I would definitely pick this up. And the color now that you see like the whole thing, the colors don't really bother me. So
yeah, I don't think they look as bright in these photos, which makes sense that you're seeing it in a more practical setting. Whereas I think the photos we'd seen before looked more like production, like they're on the factory floor.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look as like patriotic as I felt that the production photos did, with like the red, white, and blue of his sashes and everything.
I do think it works better in this lighting for sure, which is why I wish XM would just do this all the time, because I never feel like their black background photography really highlights their pieces very well, compared to just in studio lighting like this or in a store lighting. But Dan, has your opinion changed on this one at all, or you still feel kind of like I do?
Yeah, I'm not wild about it. It looks like a really nice statue. It's just not my idea of Croc. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just view him as a darker, creepier, more monsterish, kind of character. And the colorful nature of this one seems at odds with that. But that's just my taste.
Yeah.
Relative to the character. So, but it looks phenomenal. Like the pose is awesome. The whole thing looks cool. It's just not my preference for the character.
I'm right there with you on it. I and maybe if the colors were a little darker on him, I might like him a little bit better. But
yeah, it's like the samurai line in general, though. It doesn't really look like them that much.
Kinda. Some yes, but not Harley certainly. But if you think like Deathstroke's not colorful. Batman's not colorful.
No,
Batgirl,
it's very
not colorful.
Even Joker is very dark. Like the statue is very dark. I'm looking at it now. Like all the colors, the gold's dark, the purple's dark. There's not like that obnoxious.
Oh, so it's not the colors it's the brightness of the color, like the vibrance.
The brightness.
The brightness.
Vibrant is the right word.
Yeah,
Okay.
vibrant is right, but the
Yeah.
brightness, yeah, you're.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you meant just like the actual color palette. All right. I got it.
No,
Yeah.
it's more the vibrance.
the vibrance. Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Yeah.
Like with Star Wars props, they have there's like a an Archive X paint like that ILM use. It's literally called Grime, and it's like a watered down white. And they kind of like that's like the last step is it kind of takes it from looking like it's been just freshly painted to that paint's been on there for a few years. And I feel like that's almost like what that statue needs to
Yeah,
tone things down a
I think
bit.
that's a good point. I think that would be really nice to see something like that.
Could be another repaint for you, Dan. Are you ever going to go through with repainting Harley, the bike? Or
The
no?
bike,
Are you,
yeah, absolutely.
You are going to do it?
Yeah, I'm absolutely doing it. Yep.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait
Yep.
to see what it turns out.
Cool.
This was also the Pure Arts. We saw the Penguin. This is the companion piece. Obviously, this I did get to see it in San Diego. Jeff and I got to see it in person. I thought it was cool, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was necessarily worth the cost. But I do think it turned out nice, obviously, and it's definitely starting to ship in collectors' photos here. Obviously, I'm a massive Michael Keaton fan, so this would be something I would love to have, but I don't know. I guess I'm just a bit underwhelmed by it. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
If I could chime in, because I feel like this is a little bit more my wheelhouse, just because I do really love props, and I have a more expensive one on order because by a company called De Novo that more commonly does Star Wars stuff. They used to be a Novos, and
Oh yeah.
the initial photos when I went up for pre-order looked fantastic. It had lineage. I think I can trace back exactly what cowl they used to make the mold because I know the person who like restored the screen used one.
That's awesome.
And so like the ears are wobbly, like not straight as they shouldn't be. And that went up for order before the Pure Arts one did. I think this one's a little more idealized because those ears definitely look straight. The concern I have with the De Novo one is the prototype looks awful. It looks nothing like the photos that they posted. The cowl itself is kind of like a really shiny, it's silicone. It's not matte at all, which they said it was going to be matte, and that it was going to be on a base that was like a shiny black to kind of contrast with the matte cowl. So also when they put it up for order, they said they were limiting it to 500. They've since changed that ES to 200. And I think it's because they know they can't sell 500.
Yeah.
And I think it was supposed to ship like late last year. They changed it to early 2023, and September's tomorrow. So, and no one has yet, which is a shame. Like, I think if that doesn't pan out, or if they don't produce it soon, or if it's not like up to snuff, this is going to be the closest thing I get. I just wasn't crazy about the base as a statue within itself, and it looks really cool when the cowl's not on it.
Yeah.
But I don't like that you can see the base through the mouth. I think that kind of looks distracting, like it's impaled on a statue when I'd rather just admire the cowl for what it is.
Yeah, because like you mentioned, the base is incredible, and it's it's just has that iconic architecture from the first two films, and so I could almost see getting this, maybe creating my own stand for it, and just having the the base being a companion piece to it or something like that. I think that would actually be really cool.
So you
And
have
the materials. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eric. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I see you have a few cowls behind you that look really cool.
Yeah, I have the Dark Knight, which my head's always in front of, and then the Robert Pattinson. So the Dark Knight is like polystone, and then this one is PVC. So this one was gonna go right here. Well, a Keaton cowl. It's almost like who delivers the product the fastest, or like if De Novo doesn't, I might have to make a decision if I get my money back or something like that. But yes, I plan on putting like a Keaton display right here, with that being the centerpiece, but a cowl being the centerpiece. And yeah, I don't know if I have enough faith in the company. This is their first Batman project. Also, they say it's polystone, but I don't buy that. I think it's polystone, but more heavy on the resin than the actual like cement particles or what have you, because when they've shown this in videos, it actually does bow. You can't wear it, but it does flex a little bit, whereas the one I have on order is wearable. It's meant specifically for cosplaying.
Cool.
So we'll see.
Keep us posted on that. I'm curious as to how that's going to turn out.
Yeah, thank you. I will.
Yeah. Thank you for all the information. That's awesome. This was one last photo. Somebody actually put a light in it. I thought that was kind of neat. Something kind of different.
She's right. That pole is very distracting.
Yeah, it's just that's the main thing. It's like I love the idea of this of the base, but then it's just it just doesn't work for me.
With a whole thing being, I'm fairly certain the whole thing is hollow. So I think you could even put this on. The only thing I think it's sturdy enough that even if you put it on like the kind of stands that we put like helmets on, where it's kind of just got like a cylinder or something in the top, and then it's just a straight pole, it would still be able to support itself. So I've got a plan B in mind in case De Novo doesn't deliver.
That's great. I like you said, it's distracting to me. It almost makes it look like a skull teeth or something.
Yeah,
like it's just odd. I think the idea of it's cool, but it just doesn't work in real life, I don't think. We're moving on to PCS. This was a teaser by Aunt Adams, I think either today or yesterday. I thought that was interesting, doing a Rocky.
It looks cool to me.
Yeah, I think this will do very well if it's good likeness.
Quarter scale instead of 1/3.
Yep, I think that'll sell some for sure for him. They also have this teaser. I'm assuming this is Jordan, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that I don't know what scale. Did he say what scale these are going to be? Third?
I don't think he said, but I would assume 3rd. Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume that most of their stuff is 3rd right now. Also, their Street Fighter piece here, Chun-Li, is going on sale this week, I believe.
Pretty pricey.
Yeah. What did they end up being?
I think it's 4,000.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It is such an improvement over the prototype, though. I think she's really cool.
Yeah, me and my son at San Diego were comparing our arms to her arm, and the silicone does look real. I mean, it's impressive.
It does. It looks really, really good, and obviously, again, they've made a lot of improvements since then. But yeah, $4,000, that's a lot. I mean, obviously, they're being competitive with, I guess you would say, Infinity Studios, really, at that price point.
Well, they hope they're trying to be. We'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're trying to be. We'll see how many they sell.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think she's looking good. Let's see. Sorry, I had more photos of her than I thought. Look at that. I mean, look at the skin there. It's just looks great. I thought this was really great. I think Eric shared this with us. This was from Sean Murphy, who, again, we've had on the show before. A great artist, does the White Knight series. And these are the original concept sketches for the XM pieces, which I really like. Obviously, that's the way the Joker turned out. I love the way that they incorporated Harley in the base. Don't you think they should have done that?
Yep.
Yeah, that one's my favorite.
I love that.
I don't know about her on the bike, but I do like her on the Joker base.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do the bike anyway, but I really like the Joker base combo without that coat.
Yeah. And then they had one with they actually had her in the did they make her with the Jester upper torso? I forget. They have the prelims with her.
Yeah, I don't think they ever did that.
Yeah, so they did almost plan to do it. Yeah.
What we have here is with the jacket.
I think it says it in the notes,
swap out different head question mark. So obviously they had choices of what they could do, a classic look. But I just thought it was really interesting to see his sketches and how cool it was that that they literally took what he drew and they made it.
Yeah. Well, that's always my question. Anytime we have an artist or like a sculptor on the channel, I'm always fascinated whether or not they provide 3D renderings of the entire statue, and this is exactly what that is.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is, and I'm just so impressed with it. Obviously, you can see the evolution of kind of rough sketches to more more permanent sketches, and even like this says Harley's left or foot peg, so he even thought about that kind of stuff. The batarang flying. The bullet marks, it's just really cool the way he documented this. So I think this would be really cool to frame something like this next to the bike.
Yeah, I think Cece said it actually in the group. They should I would much appreciate having this instead of an art print that they.
Yeah. And I don't know how well this would blow up, but I'm considering printing this because I just think it would be really cool to frame it next to the bike.
Yeah.
I've been searching for a very long time for that like forbidden print of Finch's XM Sanity.
Mm.
The one
I
that,
used to have that.
Oh, the one that I had.
I still-
yeah. Yeah, they did the sketch version that wasn't
Yeah.
colored in, and I
Yeah,
think it was the inkist or the colorist who
Yeah,
was
he got in
who
trouble
saw-
for that.
Yeah, there's only like 25 of them, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, I kind of regret selling that because it's like it was so rare now. You can't, it's just hard to find. But it's just really
Yeah, I
cool to
think
be able to see this.
this would be incredible to include with the actual statue. It's kind of depressing that they don't, or we don't see more of this.
Yeah, I think it would be. I think collectors would love it. Anyway, thanks Eric for sharing that with us.
Yeah, no problem.
No, there's a few more sketches there of the.
That's the Harley you guys wanted made, right? With the whole jester outfit.
Well, it's actually the one I wanted was the gray suit.
Yeah.
From the latter storyline. I just really liked that suit a lot. I didn't love the coat as much, but it is what it is. And of course, this is the Joker that we got, and it's basically exactly the same. Even the cards, the way they designed the cards, are the same. And Dan, you still have that one coming, right?
I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, of course, again, the evolution of it. It's really neat.
Yeah.
Where did he post these? Were
Um,
they on Instagram?
no, it was on one of those art station pages. I forget the name of it. I'll message you later if I find it again.
Yeah, send it to me, please, because I'd love to print out a couple of these and put them.
Yeah.
By the
Yeah, I
stack.
still have the images in high quality. I can send it to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you could send me those, that'd be great, Eric.
I'd say I want to do the exact same. I just think it'd be so cool to frame them.
I'll
Yeah.
put it through Messenger. Doesn't mess with the quality, so I'll send
Yeah.
it through Messenger.
That'd
Thanks,
be
Eric.
awesome. Awesome, thank you.
I just want to give a shout out to Billy Rios again. Meeting him at Disneyland Disney World this week was a lot of fun. I had a chance to talk to him for a while. I feel bad because we kept his family. They were just wanting to go ride something. So again, I thank his family for putting up with us chatting about statues. So anyway, it was really cool to see him again. I got to see him with Dan and his wife and Eric that night. Just briefly, he popped in at a restaurant we were eating at, and so it was nice to spend a little bit more time with him. Mr. Delaney.
Hey, look at that.
That is impressive, sir. Here's your brand new Dark Side Collectibles Kirk.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I love it. There's even better pictures than those. I wanted to get some pictures in front of Spock, that Spock poster, but there, that's pretty good.
That's good.
I'm super impressed with it. It's interesting. I was talking to the rep from Darkside, and the 3 Star Trek pieces, each one was done at a different factory.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. They're trying to find the absolute best factories to work with, and I'm super happy with them. I think it looks great.
Likeness is really good. I feel like the skin texture looked really nice. But I'm really happy you finally got him. Obviously, the two of them together here.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
It's awesome, right? It's really fun. So anyway, I just want to show these photos that you had posted, and I just think these turned out really great.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're not going to see any more for a while, but I'm really happy they put out the 3 that they did.
If they put out another character, who would you want? Would you want Bones?
I would want McCoy, but I really like Data.
Oh, that would be cool too. Yeah, that'd be neat.
Data would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be neat. I think a Worf would be cool too.
He would, and so would a Khan.
Oh, that would be amazing. Would you want like original Khan, like Ricardo Montalban?
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
God.
I just got this art print.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
cool.
it's Bones.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
they're not large either, so that's nice. But
Yeah.
I've got Bones, Spock, and Kirk. So we'll see if he does any more.
Very
That's
cool.
awesome. That's
Nice.
very, very cool. That's awesome.
But man, what other company would put out these 3 Star Trek pieces in 1/3 scale?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
that's.
incredible.
I'm so glad they did.
Me too.
And people, I don't think they get enough credit. That picture of the hand. I mean, you can see his veins under the skin. There's a kind of a moisture to his skin, like it's real. mean, that's all polystone, and I think Darkseid deserves more credit than they get.
And I think the more they release, the more reputation they're going to get. I know a lot of people are very, excited, obviously, about the Catwoman. And I don't know. I haven't talked to my rep for quite a while. We have the same rep that we speak to, and so I don't know where they're at with Catwoman. I know that there's been some delays and some factory issues, because there's a lot of companies competing for the same factories. And so I know that we just have to be patient, but if Catwoman's anything like what we're seeing here, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
You have to respect them for shopping around and not settling for whoever's available, if that makes sense. Like,
Yep.
if any product's delayed because they want to put out the best product possible, I'm not going to complain about being impatient.
So they have a T800 on motorcycle that a lot of people are waiting for. It's been delayed. That piece, the owner of the company has turned down 4 production samples from the factory.
Wow.
Because he's a total perfectionist. He wants it to be perfect, and that's why it's been delayed for as long as it has been.
Goodness gracious, that's impressive. That is impressive. I just checked our messenger from earlier. I missed Jeff Morris's comment. Jeff's feeling under the weather. He wishes he could be here with us tonight, so I just want to send my well wishes to him, and hopefully he feels better soon. This is the Witchblade. This is from XM in some black and white photography. I don't know if these are renders or if this is actually the statue, but I continue to think she looks pretty good here. We talked a little bit about her expression. Could maybe be a little bit better. You guys still think that, or do you feel like it looks better here?
I wish that added a second portrait with some sort of emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
This goes up for pre-order in about 7 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know it was very, very soon. I think it will be popular. Obviously, all of those divine statues have been really incredible.
I like the armor.
Yeah, the armor looks great. I think the sculpt looks really great.
What's we call that? Biomechanical. Almost looks like the way my arm's tattooed, like the robotic metal.
Obviously,
and the face is really cool.
It's a little bit more of a risque character, obviously, so it might not be for everybody, but
that's
really
Divine's little niche that they're going with Aphrodite 9 and Angelus, and they've got whatever Robin Hood, ROBYN Hood, that's coming up, and they got some good stuff coming.
Yeah, I think obviously it's sold well for them. It's turning out to be a really impressive line. We have some in-hand photos from Tweeterhead. Obviously, this is the He-Man and Battle Cat. Again, it looks great to me.
If you want that one, hurry.
Yeah.
I went back and forth with someone on Statue Forum this week who claimed that there's no way they will ever make 1,000 of these. And so I asked Chad. He said, "Oh yeah, they're all made."
Oh wow,
they're made. Yeah,
so
they're made.
They made 1,000 of these, and it shows low stock on Sideshow sites. So I don't know. Maybe it's coming in batches. Maybe it's not. But they've all been produced. And if you're thinking about this, I would not wait.
I'm here to tell you guys, He-Man is sold very, very well for Tweeterhead. They are very, very happy with what's happened. And so, yeah, I think the popularity is going to surprise people with these statues. So I agree with Jeff. Get them while you can. Here's an example of the box, kind of what the art looks like. But obviously, they are starting to ship. So again, if you are interested, better hurry.
Yep.
Alfred obviously went up for pre-order this week from Prime One, $599 USD. Dan and I both have ordered this one, and because we wanted the bonus, which is the cowl. You get the tea set basically for the regular, which looks great, and then of course you have this cowl where he's holding the cowl. Dan, did you hesitate at all?
For just a second. Because of the shipping nonsense that Eric's had to go through, but I'll be completely honest with everybody. My thinking is they'll have all that cleared up by
it could have been just me. You never know.
Yeah, this is at least a year and a half out, probably. Maybe a year. I'll be optimistic.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just me that it happened to. So don't.
I think it's happening to other people too. I still have not ordered the Batcave yet. I know Dan has not ordered it.
And now I have room.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you gonna take a second look then?
I don't know, man. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. I don't know.
What do you think about $600 for Alfred? Do you feel like that's fair?
I thought that was fair. I'm okay with that for a cool quarter scale with that kind of really nice swap out. I'm okay with that.
I agree. I was maybe expecting a little bit less, maybe, just because it is a simplistic. There's not a lot of bells and whistles with him. He is just a skinny dude. But I thought it was fair. I didn't hesitate. This one, on the other hand, we talked about earlier. Again, $2,200 for a quarter scale.
The only thing with that Alfred, if you have the other swap out, I guess it's the bonus. You would have to do it more as like like a standalone piece, because he has Batman's cowl and cape, and Batman has his cape on.
Yeah. Or it could be the way I kind of thought. I thought exactly the same way you did, Eric. And then I thought in my mind, well, maybe Batman, this one's dirty, so he's got a new one for him.
Yep.
He has multiple. I have the economy version on order, so just him, Batman in the chair, and it doesn't have the Fabok portrait. But I'm on the fence with Alfred. I'm really selective with my comic inspired pieces, so I know I got to choose fast, but.
My biggest issue with the computers, which I think are awesome, whenever they're all black, when you don't have it on, I just don't know if I love that look.
Yeah.
Well, and my thought was, besides the price and the space, it's one more thing that could break.
Yeah.
Because God knows, I know a lot of people, like, again, with Star Wars statues, like half the lightsabers show up broken in shipping, or they break over time. So I think it's really cool, but I don't think it's sustainable, like something that's going to continue working 10 years from now, those screens.
Yep. I think that's a very valid point that people have to think about. 500 pieces on that one. Again, this is what we talked about earlier with the Snape. I do think the Snape looks fantastic. Again, he's my favorite character from the Potter series. But we talked about earlier, so I won't spend a ton of time on this, but again, $2,200 is insane. But obviously people are buying it. And so, God bless all the people that are. But again, I do think that, I do wish that Prime One would consider doing a kind of a regular version for collectors, so they don't feel left out, and then still have this deluxe version for collectors that want something a little special. I don't have any problem with that, but I do worry about alienating the collectors.
Do you see a lot of posts in the group, people saying, yes, I purchased that? Because I still think, like, I never trust those things where it says low stock alert. I feel like sometimes that's just a gimmick.
Of course,
when it sells out, that's when I'll believe it sold out.
Yeah, it's a gimmick. And it could be a gimmick just for batches, like batch number 1 sold out. Sure. Okay. Well, maybe 30 sold. But no, I've not seen one person buy this. At least in our groups.
Does Queen Studios have their Harry Potter license? I know there's other Queen Studios kind of taking a pause on a few projects right now, but I could have sworn they also. Okay.
I feel like they do, but I don't think that they've shown us anything other than maybe. No, I guess that was Prime One that showed us a Harry Potter render, I think, of Harry Potter himself. I think that they do have the license, but I don't know if I've seen anything from them render-wise. They've really slowed down.
Yeah. But that could be potential in the future. Not this year, maybe not even next year, but for a Snape that's not as expensive.
Yeah. But I think the likeness is very good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought this was really cool. This is a Monsters Inc. This is 10 scale. Doesn't it look really big?
It does look big.
I thought, well, maybe this is like a quarter scale or something, but it's 10th.
There's 2 versions. There's a regular and a deluxe, and the regular is not bad. It's like 270 or something.
Yeah, there's the regular.
Yeah, and then the regular is like 800.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry, the deluxe is like 800.
But it's really a big piece. I was really impressed with how big it is. If you're a Disney fan, love Monsters Inc. So
yeah,
I thought that turned out. Obviously, this has got the door in a little bit bigger base, but I think the regular looks great too.
Yep.
It's only 4 pounds. Is that too light for you? Or no?
That's a question for earlier in the show, I guess. But anyway, I thought that was a fun one. Again, there's a better look right there at the statue. Again, Iron Studios doing great stuff. Again, there's the backside. Great colors. They've been doing a lot of really cool Disney ones lately. They also did an ET. I can't remember. Was this one at San Diego, Jeff?
No.
I didn't think so. But that's a fun one of ET. Again, a sizable piece, although it's not as big as the one we just saw. It's a lot
That's
smaller.
pretty fun. I like that one.
Yeah, I do too. I thought it was a pretty good likeness to Drew Barrymore. Not bad.
Gertie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a smaller scale, the portraits look decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that looks like Drew to me.
Yep.
Him not as much. At least to me, but ET looks great.
Yep.
They also have a new Wolverine that's up for pre-order this week. I thought he was pretty fun. It was kind of a Japanese base.
That's cool.
I thought, and it had a different swap out too for the portraits.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's fun. Kind of squatty.
Yeah.
And then these are some photos that somebody had posted from DX Toys. A little bit better look at it.
It's got some big eyebrows.
Yeah, look at those. Crazy. And there's the alternative portrait there.
Oh, I like that resin on the koi pond.
Yeah, it looks nice.
And it's 1/10. That's pretty impressive, I feel.
Yeah, one
Between that
110.
and the swap out.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. I liked it. So that went up for pre-order this week. There's maybe a little bit better look at the kois, the fish in there.
That's nice.
It's fun. I liked it. This is a new offering this week from Hot Toys. Again, we don't talk about Hot Toys very often here on the channel, but I like to at least feature some. So if you are a fan, you might see something you like. And again, this is up for pre-order right now at Sideshow. Obviously from the newer films. 6 scale.
Is that from what show was it? The Mandalorian, the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
Yep.
great scene with those guys.
Yeah, they were fun. So I can see people wanting to get a couple of these, adding to their collection. Obviously, you can pair them up with different weapons and things. They also had a new Black Panther, which I thought was really well done. Somebody had mentioned him earlier with that super chat. So again, thank you again for that super chat, guys.
That looks really good.
And I thought,
Yeah,
great likeness.
And it looks like they clarified with a second super chat. By the way, I don't know if you caught that one. So another $20 super chat saying that we're correct in our assumption in the translation.
Okay, good. At least, sorry we had to decode that for us. But anyway, thank you again for that. That was awesome. Great piece of Black Panther. I really like this portrait too. I thought that was fun. The mask.
Yeah.
Somebody posted this in one of the groups. I just had to share it because I thought it was awesome.
Tony Daniel.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
That's a tattoo. Like, that is awesome.
That's commitment. That's a big one.
That
too.
is commitment.
That's a big one.
That is terrifying. But I love the red color. It's like,
Yeah,
that's so cool. So neat. This is just some final photos here, guys. This is the new Toys King store that opened up. I love to see galleries like this whenever they start putting displays together and how clean and crisp this looked. I'm assuming you guys saw this.
I haven't. No. Which Superman was that? XM? That's
Yeah, this is all XM.
Okay.
They got the legendary Beast as well in there.
Wow. Look at
Look at
that
this.
Hulk.
I'm pretty sure that's Delaney's Hulk right there.
And he's behind the other one.
That's
Yeah.
exactly the one I'm getting.
Oh my
Look at
god.
the size of that thing. Oh my god. Jeff.
You know what's funny?
You're in so much trouble, Delaney.
Look at the size of the table. It doesn't even fit on the table.
It doesn't
You know
fit on the table.
What's funny about that piece? It's only 16 inches deep.
It's crazy.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
like
like 4 feet long.
enormous.
It still looks like you could lay on
Though.
that base, like take a nap on it.
Yeah,
It's like a coffin.
Oh, isn't that just crazy?
it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
But again, I thought it was really cool the way they had it all displayed together, real nice and clean.
Beautiful.
Yeah, really beautiful, and love the art on the wall. I always like to see how stores display their things, and I just wish them success because this is obviously a big financial commitment to create something like this. So
Yeah.
it's just nice to be able to display the art like it is, and they obviously have different sections as well. But it's all XM stuff at this store.
Those almost look like garage shelves because they
Yeah,
have
these-
the notches
these right
in the
here?
back.
Yeah, with the
White
notches.
ones.
Yeah, like those. Yeah, like more like industrial
Mhm.
shelves. Anyway, I just thought it was really cool to see all these on display.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.